Hey guys, hope y'all are having an amazing day today. So today I really want to talk about the difference between feeding the 5,000 in the Bible and feeding the 4,000. And last night I woke up probably around 3 o'clock and because I had saw like a plethora of numbers yesterday. God was speaking to me in numbers. I saw 16, I saw 40, and then I saw 31 times 2. So 3131 on a license plate. And then I saw right in front of me the big yellow taxi 16 and 40, okay? And I woke up and I was just thinking about that. I kept thinking about the numbers, and then I did a little bit of research on Google as to what the numbers meant, right? And then, God revealed to me about the number 50, and I had to do my research about that. And I was just trying to figure out, why did he feed the 5,000 with 12 baskets? So he fed the 5,000 with 12 baskets, 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. So 12 is obviously the number of disciples, right? God's chosen people, okay? And 5 is grace, 5 is power, 5 is mercy, 5 is authority. And we see this in the story of David when he defeated Goliath with 5 smooth stones. 5 smooth stones. And then 2 is a number of multiplication, right? So that's that. And if we go or jump to, Jesus feeding the 4,000, it said, in my research that Jesus had to die. And on the third day, he fed the 4,000. And 3 means completion, spiritual completion. Okay? And also completed of a cycle. So the 4,000, what does 4 mean? 4 is the number of the world. 4 seasons. 4 directions. East, west, north, south. Okay? And there were 7 baskets at the time. So 7 is fewer than 12. 12 is greater than 7, right? So though Jesus fed his people, his 12 people, or 12 baskets, we can just put that in like a little scenario example, right? That was in concerns of a comparison between the 12 and the 7 and the 5 and the 4. Though the 12 have power, though the 12 have authority because they are the chosen ones, and the 7 or the 4,000 people are supposed to be labeled as people of the world, and he still fed them. He still had grace for the 7 people, or the 7 baskets and the 4,000 people. The people of the world, he still has grace for. So that's something that I kind of like wanted to share today. And also, I was thinking about this. You have to excuse me. So if you don't know, now you know. Everything is spiritual, right? So it's like when people blow up and they say that they come from a family of prayer, they come from a family that has went to church before, and they blow up. You have to really look at that, because I don't think anything happens for coincidence. There is no such thing as coincidences. For one, I never believed in coincidences, okay? There is good powers and there's bad spiritual powers, okay? And you can really tell what side the person is on. Like I always say this: the eyes do not deceive. So I can sit here and I can be in the presence of a witch, right? Or in the presence of a bad person, and I know because their eyes just look off, right? And my eyes are like very innocent, right? They're big and they're innocent. You can tell a good person from a bad person, and the energy picks up too, right? So, this rapper, her name is Glorilla, if you know, you know, but she spoke about, her mother praying a lot, her mother going to church, and her mother didn't really believe in holidays, and so on and so on. And then she spoke about the numbers thing. She said, that Glorilla was the 8th child, and 8 means new life, new beginnings, right? And I started to even think about that, because I know when you know that you're chosen, when you know that God chooses you, you just know. You're different from your siblings. You're different from other people. You never really fitted in, and you had a hard life, a hard childhood. I had all of that. Okay, so I know that. I know for sure that I'm the chosen one out of my family. I know not to say this out of pride, not to say this to be boasting, but I just know it's something about me. Okay, I know it's something in correlation as to why God made me with long hair, why God made me with glowing skin. It's something about me, okay? But anywho, she started to speak about, the 12 situation. But anywho, she started to speak about the 8 situation, and I started to think, okay, well, my birthday, 7/8. 7 is spiritual completion, and 8 is new beginnings. So I say all this to say God speaks in numbers. I'm not going to sit here and tell anybody to do research about their birth date or anything like that. I'm not going to sit here and tell people to worship numbers, because that's not what we're supposed to be doing. But God is a genius, and that's all I wanted to say.